Good evening, here are tonight's top stories. A fisherman is charged with the death of Avinash Singh. Firefighters receive commendation for their swift response to a blaze in Albuistown. A security guard is granted $1 million bail on a manslaughter charge. President Dr. Irfan Ali suspends transactions with the Mohammeds. The head of neurosurgery at GPHC denies allegations in a patient's death case. Another security guard is sentenced to prison for theft from a businesswoman. In Bardaka, a businessman faces drug possession charges. President Irfan Ali addresses questions regarding the Mohammed's gold export license. Stay tuned for the details of these stories. Please remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more news.
Fisherman charged with taking the life of Avinash Singh. Sean Biolo Lachman, a 29-year-old fisherman from Charity Squatting Area, Essequibo Coast, has been charged with the murder of fellow fisherman, 30-year-old Avinash Singh. The incident reportedly stemmed from Lachman's accusation that Singh was having an affair with the mother of his children. Lachman appeared before Magistrate Tamika Clark at the Anna Regina Magistrates Court on Wednesday. He was not required to enter a plea and was remanded to prison. The case has been adjourned to July 9, 2024, at the Charity Magistrates Court for the report and disclosure of statements. According to police reports, Singh was stabbed to death at Charity on Sunday. The altercation began after Singh and some friends were drinking at a shop where Lachman was also present. After Singh left the shop, Lachman reportedly followed him, leading to a fight during which Singh was stabbed. Security guard granted $1 million bail for manslaughter charge. Deandrel Semple, a 20-year-old security guard from Kinjali Village, West Coast Burbus, was granted $1 million bail after being charged with manslaughter on Thursday. The charge relates to the fatal shooting of 18-year-old Jared Jagnandan on March 21, 2024, at SMK Schaff Auto Sales in Lusignan, East Coast Demerara. Semple appeared before Her Worship Magistrate Fabio Azor at the Vigilance Magistrates Court, where the charge was read to him. He was not required to enter a plea and was granted bail. Additionally, Semple was ordered to lodge his passport with the court. The case has been adjourned to July 8, 2024, for a report and disclosure. Jared Jagnandan, a sales and marketing representative residing in Martyrsville, ECD, was shot at SMK Schaff Auto Sales, where Semple was employed. Following the incident, Semple was arrested. According to a police report, the businessman who manages Schaff Auto Sales stated that he and his wife returned to the store around 11:10 HRS after conducting business and found the suspect and Jagnandan seated near the security officer's desk. A few minutes later, the couple heard a loud explosion in the store. The businessman immediately exited his office and saw Jagnandan lying motionless on the ground. The circumstances leading to the shooting are still under investigation. Security guard sentenced to prison for theft from businesswoman. Hakeem Thomas, a 27-year-old security guard hailing from Timeri, East Bank Demerara, has been sentenced to 28 months in prison for larceny. The charge stemmed from Thomas's theft from the residence of Desiree Brown, a 67-year-old businesswoman residing in Gedverwagding, East Coast Demerara. The theft took place between June 12 and June 16, 2024, at Brown's residence, where Thomas was employed as a security guard. Appearing before Magistrate A. Gibbs at the Sparendam Magistrate Court today at 10 o'clock HRS, Thomas pleaded guilty to the charge. During the court proceedings, it was revealed that Thomas admitted to the theft, acknowledging the breach of trust inherent in his role. Following his guilty plea, Magistrate A. Gibbs sentenced Thomas to 28 months of imprisonment, underscoring the severity of the offense and the importance of maintaining integrity in positions of security. The case serves as a stark reminder of the repercussions of violating trust, particularly in roles entrusted with safeguarding individuals and their property. Firefighters commended for swift response to Albuistown blaze. The Guyana Fire Service has commended its ranks for their prompt and effective response to a fire that broke out early Thursday morning at Lot 22, Callender Street, Albuistown. The alarm was raised at 6:58 HRS, and the fire service arrived on the scene by 7:02 hours. The first jet of water was applied at 7:03 HRS, with the entire operation brought under control by 7:11 hours. The fire occurred in a two-story wooden and concrete building owned by 63-year-old Angela Gariba. Ms. Gariba and 37-year-old Trayvon David occupied the top floor, while the ground floor housed two apartments, one occupied by 69-year-old Clifton Mathera and the other by an unknown tenant. Fortunately, no one was rendered homeless due to the fire. Investigations revealed that the fire was caused by an overheated drop cord charging a cell phone. This led to a breakdown of insulation, causing arcing and sparking that ignited nearby combustible materials. Despite the building suffering severe damage and the contents being destroyed, the swift action of the firefighters prevented further spread and potential additional loss. Bartica businessman faces drug possession charges. Sherwin Hines, a 37-year-old businessman residing in Bartica, appeared before His Worship Tariq Mohammed at the Bartica Magistrates Court today to answer charges of possession of narcotics for the purpose of trafficking. Hines, who pleaded not guilty during the proceedings, was granted bail set at $50,000. The arrest occurred following a cordon and search operation conducted by Bartica police station officers yesterday. During the operation, Hines was found in possession of 33 grams of marijuana. This led to his immediate arrest and subsequent court appearance. In response to the charges, Hines denied any involvement in drug trafficking activities and asserted his innocence before the court. His case has been adjourned until July 12, 2024, pending further disclosure. The Bartica police station continues its efforts to combat drug trafficking within the region, emphasizing stringent enforcement measures to uphold community safety and security. President Dr. Irfan Ali suspends transactions with the Mohammeds. President Dr. Irfan Ali announced on Thursday that all transactions between the Guyana Gold Board and other government agencies with Nazar Mohammed and Nasruddin Mohammed, who have been sanctioned by the U.S., have been suspended. The announcement was made during a press conference at State House. Everything is suspended, all transactions with the Gold Board and everything is suspended, President Ali confirmed. The U.S. Department of the Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC, recently imposed sanctions on the Mohammeds and their businesses, including Mohammed's enterprise, citing public corruption and tax evasion related to gold exports. The sanctions have already led to the suspension of the family's Cambio license by the government. While the president was unsure if the gold license had been suspended, he indicated that measures are ongoing to protect Guyana's financial system. The OFAC statement released on June 11 highlighted that between 2019 and 2023, Mohammed's enterprise failed to declare over 10,000 kilograms of gold in import and export declarations, resulting in more than $50 million in unpaid duty taxes. President Ali stated that, in addition to the Guyana Gold Board, all other government agencies have either ended or paused their relationships with the Mohammeds in compliance with the sanctions. He emphasized that the investigation and processes within agencies concerning the Mohammeds and the sanctions are ongoing. When asked about the implications of information sharing during this investigation on Guyana's relations with the U.S., President Ali responded that there is no cause for concern. He affirmed that the U.S. remains a strategic partner to Guyana, supporting the country's military and fostering a growing relationship that is expected to continue expanding. In related developments, Nazar Mohammed, who was elected as a councillor on the Eccles/Ramsburg Neighborhood Democratic Council, NDC, has since resigned from his position. The government is awaiting a full report from the U.S. on the gold smuggling and other details of their investigation into the Mohammeds family and their businesses.
Mostly a news source. Mr. President, your government moved swiftly in revoking the Cambio license of the Mohammeds just 48 hours after that report came out. The key part of that report dealt specifically with gold exports. We've not heard anything about their gold export license and their gold mining license. Can you say if the administration is looking at that as their move to revoke that? And the U.S. Embassy has sent this report for the investigation over 2.5 years. You've been covered from 2019 to maybe 5 years of the investigation taking place. Sir, are you surprised that despite your good relationship with the U.S., they leave you and your government in the dark?
Now you asking a question.
I'm trying to figure out a way. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I don't
surprised with that.
No.
Are you surprised with that?
No, I don't agree that we were left in the dark. And I'm not surprised by anything like that.
Nothing surprised me in life. Let me say it to you this. Let me say it to you. Let me say a few things to you. One, the U.S. and Guyana has a tremendous relationship. We have been collaborating and sharing information at the intelligence level, serious information on transnational crime and everything that we can't have a public discourse on. Crime and intelligence gathering, there's a reason why it's called intelligence gathering. We don't expect to engage in a public discourse on intelligence gathering. Then it should not be intelligence gathering, we should have a public gathering. So this has nothing to do with the relationship between Guyana and the U.S. The U.S. ambassador has made that very clear. The U.S. is a strategic partner of Guyana. The U.S. is supporting our military, is supporting our police. We just had a police academy that has been internationally certified and accredited. We have a training program, joint training program between the U.S. and Guyana. We have an expanded security presence of the U.S. and collaboration with the U.S. in Guyana. So what I can say is that the relationship between the U.S. and Guyana has been one that is expanding, one that is delivering results, and one that will continue to expand. I don't see us being kept in the dark. There are a number of investigations are ongoing globally. That is why the U.S. did an investigation. We have now requested the information so that we can take action. In relation to the agencies, I don't want to be premature. The agencies are engaging. As you know, there's a lot of intricacies and all the right decisions. The agencies are independent and they will take all the necessary decisions. All the necessary decisions that are relevant to this case, based on the information set, based on the law, will be taken by the agency.
My first question with regard to the gold board and the gold license.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm speaking about the agency. They are dealing with that.
So it has not been revoked.
I can't say whether it's been revoked as yet. I know there's a process. There's a process of engagement. The process with the banks, the gold board, all of those processes are ongoing.
I'm trying to get as a quick follow-up, sir. I'm trying to understand why the swift move to revoke a Cambio license as against the gold license, and the gold was the sticking point in their report.
No, but let me say this to you. You know, everything is suspended for that company.
Okay.
They can't transact. You understand sanction?
What's the government doing?
They can't. The government is awaiting the information set. As of now, what has been said in the report is the issue of tax evasion. That we have to get the information. GRA has requested information. The Ministry of Finance has requested information. We can't operate without the information. You understand? When that information comes, then if there is a discrepancy between, for example, what was declared here and what was declared there, which leads to the tax evasion issue, then that helps us to build a case and help GRA and the other agency to take the necessary actions that is required. But it's an ongoing process. Okay?
So why was that?
Gordon, I think you've asked the question.
Why was that quick action, the President will allow me, why was that quick action taken with regards to the Cambio license? That is one. 2 days after, why was that
Everything
taken?
is suspended. Let's make this very clear. All transaction with the gold board, everything is, as I said, there's a process, Gordon. The rule of law is the rule of law. I don't intervene in the process. There's due process in everything. And that process is ongoing. That process is ongoing. Maybe one process is simpler to activate than the other process. But what you need to understand is that the substance of the sanction which is doing business, integrating in the business, has been adhered to. The substance of the sanction. Now the process on dealing with all the existing license and all of these things, that is a process that the agencies are going through. Right?
Thank you. The next question.